Although she didn't make it to the top 3 on RuPaul's Drag Race, April Carrión certainly charmed many of us, especially guest judge Adam Lambert, whose sweet exchange with April on the show made Michelle Visage yell at them, "Get a room! Oh, yes, locas! Wepa!"
Today, the fabulous Boriqua, April Carion, joins us to talk about getting into drag during art school, growing up as one of 3 gay brothers, and working at her grandma's bakery in the mountains of Puerto Rico.
Plus, April chats with us about her friendship with Gia Gunn. Absolutely.
Her favorite Puerto Rican drag icons,
And why Puerto Ricans never bother to take down their Christmas trees.
and all your questions. I'm Mark Fillion.
I'm Fausto Fernos, and this is Feast of Fun.
Attention all non-basic queens. Attention all non-basic queens. Show how fierce and fabulous you are with our drag queen inspired t-shirts.
Reading is fundamental.
Hunty
The shade is strong with this one.
and Shantae. Fabulous fashion for guys and gals with charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Available at feastoffun.com/store.
Drag roots. Are we talking about my hair now?
Oh yes, locas! Joining us today is the fabulous April Carrión from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 6. April is here in Chicago performing at Roscoe's tonight and just finished taping a cooking video with us. And it's available at youtube.com/feastoffun. Welcome to Feast of Fun.
Hi, y'all.
You look
Hi.
fabulous.
Hi, thank you.
Honey, Charitin Goico realness.
Yes, but younger, though. Younger.
What?
Classic.
Yes.
She's the Cher of Puerto Rico. As Nina Flowers would say about La Lupe. Google it, loca.
Yes.
You don't know who she is? Google it.
Educate yourself. Yes. Yes.
So you started doing drag as an art student in Puerto Rico.
That is correct, yeah. And I did lots of projects like art, photography, drawings, and everything. And one day I just, I refused to be a drag queen because everybody suggested it. But then one day I just got up and went like, well, I should document the whole process just this one time. And like I actually experienced the process of being a drag queen because I'm like really fascinated just the concept behind being a drag queen, which is, transcending a gender and questioning gender itself. And then I entered a competition and Madame Le Queer was hosting and we talked about her lovely mole while we were cooking
Was
the
she
casitas.
hosting or was her mole hosting?
They were both hosting, so,
Who has a bigger ego, her or her mole?
probably her mole, though. That has a
No,
life
she's
of
an
her own.
amazing talent.
But hold
she
on a
is.
second, April. So as a college student, you started dressing up in drag. What kind of grades did you get?
Well, no, I got, like, really, I don't know what happened, but my time management was so well because I was working like a part-time job in Maggie Moo's, which is like Cold Stone. It was so much fun. Entonces, I was
You were
like,
serving up ice cream?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bitch, yes. Entonces, I had like 20 credits that semester, and then I was like doing drag, and I got all A's. I was such a good student.
Congratulations.
I thank you, but I still have to finish school.
And one of the longest running, oldest gay bars in Puerto Rico, Crash, which unfortunately just crashed and it's out of business. But they had a drag pageant that was Miss Crash Puerto Rico.
Yeah, it was the longest pageant ever, like in Puerto Rico. It has, I think it was 21 years in like crowning. And it was like the most prestigious pageant in the whole Caribbean, whatever. And I was the last queen. I'm still the queen of Crash.
You were so good they decided to end the pageant.
Yes.
They're like, we found her. That's it.
April's
we're done.
won. We're done.
Yes.
Now, why do you call yourself April and not Abril?
Because...
Which is Spanish for
Yeah, Abril. Like, everybody would say Abril, but no, because Abril means open in Spanish, and I'm not going to open myself to just nobody, I'm not like
It
that.
is a close relationship.
It
Legs are
is,
not
unless you're
Abril.
Adam Lambert, right?
Exactly. if he said, "Are you open?" you say, "What time?"
Or Adam Levine.
Did you exchange phone numbers with Adam Lambert? Did you guys hook up and have sex or anything?
Well, he did want to get me pregnant, and he did, but then
April,
You should have gotten
butt
the
babies
honey-
don't live.
I know, right? But the thing is, I tweeted him. I went like, "You just left me pregnant. I need some alimony money. Just give me some money." He never tweeted me back.
You
that
should have gotten
bitch.
the Honey Boo Boo box then.
I know, right?
Let's talk about drag in Puerto Rico, because I've seen some of the videos on YouTube, and some of it is just crazy, over the top, big giant numbers. There's one where it's the Flintstones, and then they're doing the stuff, and then all of a sudden this drag queen comes out in purple, dressed like Dino, and just rules.
Well, that was actually before I was doing drag. That was my drag sister, Queen Behold, which she's amazing. We're the most prestigious drag house in Puerto Rico, which is the Dollhouse. And I don't know, us over there, we really want to bring something different each time we go out and perform and actually compete, because that was a competition, and everybody knows if you're competing against the Dollhouse, you're gonna lose, because we the best bitches in town.
And you guys help each other out?
Of course, yes. Even for when I got noticed for RuPaul, you're in whatever. Well, I took him to get to dinner, and then I sat him down, and they went bitch, I got into RuPaul, and they were oh, screaming. I remember we were in Chili's, eating. Everybody looked at us, and even that day, we planned all of my looks together, and each of them, gave
Are you
me
allowed
stuff.
to tell people you're getting on RuPaul's Drag Race? It's too late now, right? What are they going to do?
They're not going to tell anybody at Chili's.
Well, a lot of drag queens they're not supposed to, but I think they give you a little leeway and say your friends, your family
Well, I might have
need to know, because
Well, I might
otherwise
have
they're going to
said-
think you got kidnapped.
You're probably I need outfits.
Yeah, I need
10
outfits.
of them.
Yes.
10 looks.
10 of them. I'm going to LA for a month, so bitch. But no, everybody was so nice, and everybody helped me.
That Dino outfit, I need it.
Yeah.
Well,
Spare the bone.
people really loved your April Showers costume. Was that
Beautiful.
something you guys came up with last minute, or is that
No,
something you guys
actually
did for a
that
while?
is one of my art my graduation pieces. Then I made it in other colors and made it for me. That's something I did just for me, just for fun. So because it was spring and I'm April and I wanted to do something fun, so that was cute.
It goes with your brand.
Honey, is that a lace front that I'm looking at, or is that your dyed bleach hair?
Yes, this is all my hair. Look at it.
Hello.
So long, right?
Honey.
Look at that. You can't
That's
talk
hers 'cause
about
she paid
Courtney.
for
Courtney cannot buy this in Vanity Wigs. Yes.
Because you were a brunette during the series, but you bleached your hair when you got off as a little reward for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I felt rebellious. I'm fuck it. I'm just going to dye my hair white, which turned out blonde. But whatever. And then I pierced my nose and was oh, that's cute. I'm just going to keep it like this.
And then Adam Lambert's going to make you pregnant. I mean, geez, so many changes.
Yes,
Everything's coming up April.
So there's rumors that you're related to the Rockefellers of Puerto Rico, Rafael Carrión, whose family runs Banco Popular de Puerto Rico, one of the biggest banks in Latin America. Do you have a rich family, or are you broke?
No, we are broke, bitch. We broke, but
So
no,
you're
no.
not. You are related to them though?
Yeah,
He's their cousin.
They're really long cousin, whatever.
So you can't say, I am April Carrión, invite me to your Christmas party.
No, not well. Probably I can now, right? Because
Now
they
they'll be
would want me.
it's our poor cousin. She's a drag queen.
I know,
Bring her on
right?
in.
Who wouldn't want April Carion for dinner on their Christmas party?
Well, what does your last name mean? Because in English, carrion means a dead animal.
Carrion, yeah. No, it does not mean.
Yes, it does. Carrion.
Google it, loca.
Google it. Yes, it's a dead animal is carrion. Well, when you put on the end of a word in Spanish, it makes it big. So I don't know what's cari is.
Well,
Some big something.
I think it
or
was
other.
it came from Spain, and it's
Okay.
a sector in Spain.
Oh.
There's a little town called Carrion.
Do you have family still living in Spain?
Not that I know of.
Trace those roots.
I know, right? Just go hey, I'm your sister.
Any relationship to Alberto Carrión, the entertainer?
No.
So you are the first of your Carrión branch to make it big.
I guess, yes.
And
guess.
so, what's been the reaction back home of you being on RuPaul's Drag Race? Are your drag sisters jealous? Are you getting any gigs?
No, for everyone's been so supportive. I feel so comfortable in Puerto Rico because I have a team working behind me. I have lots of photographers helping me build my brand, like Josh Anton, Jermaine Tirado, which are my friends from art school, and like we really will like work together, and like everybody, like my drag family is really encouraging as well. And as well as my family as well. I mean, we grew up. We are 3 brothers, and 3 of us are gay. So we have like
What?
Yeah.
Hello.
Wait, you have 3 brothers, and all of you are gay?
Yes.
So
4.
your mother had 4 children.
3.
Oh,
3
there's
total.
3,
Okay.
yeah.
There's
3
3.
total.
Your mother had 3 boys.
Yes.
And all of them are gay.
Yes.
Who came out first?
The oldest, and then the middle one, then me. I'm the youngest.
And did they all, like, when you came out finally, what was your mother's reaction?
I mean, I think it was expected because I was the most flamboyant, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yes, I mean, the most fun, I guess.
Oh.
The prettiest one.
Did them coming out make it easier for you?
Definitely. I mean, it was like, a highway. Like, bitch, everybody knows.
Did you guys ever, like, date the same guys?
No, that'd be weird, no. But
Because she gets all the mans.
No, my brothers are cute as well. Pero no.
Who's the hottest of the 3 of you?
I think all of us are like really cute.
Okay.
They're like the gay Jonas Brothers.
I guess.
Now, do they do drag?
No, they don't. Well, actually, I did a photo shoot with my middle brother just because, just for him to support me and shit. And it was a really cool photo shoot. Like, he looked really cool.
You grew up in the mountains of Puerto Rico, so technically you are a jibarita.
Yes.
Where in the mountains?
I grew up in Corozal, which is, I don't know, like 50 minutes away from San Juan, and it was in the mountains.
Is
And
that north of the Yunque or south of it?
No, that's in
Is it the wet area or the dry?
Well, I mean,
part
it's
of the
really
mountains?
wet because
Okay.
it's in the mountains, and everything is wet in Puerto Rico. even
Except the
me.
south side. Well,
South?
the south side of the island, like
Like
Ponce.
Ponce is more
Ponce,
dry.
yeah,
It's very dry.
Yeah, Ponce
Much-
is really dry, but I don't know. Like, Corozal is right in the middle of Puerto Rico, like in the mountains. Like, it's really humid, but I love it because you escape from everything, and everyone is so humble over there. Like the neighbors know each other. We used to have like the biggest Halloween, like anything we would celebrate. We had like a little rancho outside, like near my house, and it was
We just did it together.
yeah, it was amazing.
that
The
sounds
funnest
awesome.
parties ever.
Because Puerto Ricans like to have their parties. They like
Yeah,
to
I
have
mean,
their
I think
fun.
Puerto Ricans are the most welcoming, and as well as all the Latinos are like welcoming to their homes and like parties and stuff like that. So it's just so cool just to live there.
Did your family have like a tent outside at Christmas, cook up like 5 pots of rice and beans, lechon, roasted pig, pasteles?
Yeah, the whole shenanigans. I mean, we still do. I mean, my mom.
Bro, I'm going to your house for Christmas.
Yes. My grandma, she does pasteles just to sell them, and it's the biggest.
Really?
piece.
Your
Yeah.
grandma sells pasteles?
Yeah, definitely.
What kind does she make?
Everything. She makes yuca. She makes masa.
Those are the best ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just everything.
But what rellenos, what fillings? Oh, for people who don't know pasteles, it's the Puerto Rican tamale, basically.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's steamed.
Yes, I haven't thought about that, but yeah,
But it's typically made with yuca or plantain.
yeah, definitely.
As
yeah.
opposed to corn.
Like, and you have like all these like vegetables, like pumpkin and like I don't know, like lots of
Seafood,
things. Yeah.
and things like that.
Does she make it mostly with seafood, or she does like pork or beef?
No,
or?
she usually makes it with pork and beef. Yeah.
That sounds so good, Gunny.
Yeah.
I could eat some right now.
But then the rice balls are so big, like como en los calderos, and the pork and like it's so amazing just being there in Christmas. It's horrible to be on a diet.
There's 2 things that Puerto Ricans love the most is
Big
Christmas,
cocks.
big dicks.
Yeah, right.
There are some big dicks on that island.
I know, right?
They love Christmas. I mean, we love Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, Christmas is not. Americans are crazy for Christmas. Puerto Ricans are irrationally ecstatic.
Yeah.
It takes over everything.
Definitely because Christmas we begin like in November con las parrandas. Parrandas is like carols, but like so wild. You just go to.
Oh, yeah.
You surprise your friends and they have to like let you in and like serve you food and be there like till like and you go house to house like till like 7 in the morning. Oh yes, you have it, la maraca.
I got a guido here in
There
the
you go.
maraca.
Yes, fuck yeah.
Alegre vengo de la montaña de mi cabaña y alegre está. Amigos, les traigo flores de las mejores
de Corozal.
Yay!
Mark and I are just humming.
Yeah.
And then the second
Paranda,
thing,
what's that?
a paranda is a basically a traveling singing carols, right? Christmas carols.
But we run them till like February.
Yes.
And we have the Three Kings as well, which is like in January 6th. And like, you don't have that here. It's so sad.
Yeah, Christmas is kind of like you have between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then they
I
want to be
know.
like, it's done now, it's done.
No,
then it's over.
in Puerto,
I still have my Christmas tree in my house. So. For real.
Guys, Puerto Rican families
It's
don't
past
take
April.
down the Christmas
Past
tree.
April.
Is it alive?
Was it a real?
Was it a real
Yeah,
tree?
no, it's an artificial tree.
Oh, okay.
It's been there for 3 years, though. No, not really.
My mother
Just for
doesn't
you.
take down Christmas decorations. And Puerto Rico, my birthday, and you and I think, are the same astrological sign. We're both Aries.
No, I'm Taurus.
Taurus. So you're born later. I'm born in the middle of April. April 16th.
I am. Oh, that's my uncle's birthday. I'm April 23rd.
23rd. And that's how I knew that Christmas was over, because we had to take down the Christmas tree to celebrate my birthday.
Oh,
In
really?
April. And we took out the Christmas tree out into the backyard, and we're Puerto Rican, so we set it on fire.
Oh, really? I've never heard of that.
Was it a real tree?
It was a real Christmas tree that we bought at Pueblo de Diego.
Yes.
And that thing, honey, caught on fire, and the neighbors were like, "Your house is on fire." And
Oh
we're like,
my God, that's so cool.
You guys never burn garbage or burn a Christmas tree in the backyard?
No,
ever?
I guess we weren't that fun.
Your house is on fire. No, it's just Fausto's birthday.
But I never
But,
had like
but be
a
honest
real
with me,
Christmas
though.
tree,
Be honest. Your family, when was the latest in the year that they take down the Christmas decorations?
Hers has been up for 3 years. she
No, I
said.
mean
No,
in
no.
your mom's, your home, your family's home.
Well, we had a Christmas tree for 3 years. Well, I mean, it's not the one we have now. And we just
never
changed
took it down?
No, we never took it down.
Even the decorations on it?
Well, we changed them, but it's just so hard. Yeah, I guess we're lazy. I guess we love Christmas. And you know what's the funniest thing? I would just, plug it in just to see the lights all year round.
Is it a little like hoarders? You just keep everything?
No.
Just kidding.
Nothing like that. It's just,
just
I don't
kidding.
know. It's just so cute. I love Christmas. I think it's the coolest time, except April.
Yeah.
Now, you were the only Puerto Rican queen on this season of RuPaul's Drag Race. Did you feel a
Yeah.
little lonely? Because last year or the years before, they had like 3 or 4.
Well,
including like the Jersey Ricans and all
Well,
that.
not really.
Or were you like, good, none of those bitches are here.
I mean, I guess you do feel like, a confidence, like boost if someone's there with you. But no, not really. I didn't need it. But I don't know. I felt good. I was the only Puerto Rican. But you know what? Gia spoke Spanish, so that was cool because we would just talk shit about like all the girls in Spanish. Nobody could understand it. But then Bianca would say, "What are you saying about me, puta?" And I'm like, "Oh, that you're a puta sucia." And then she couldn't understand me.
Because Bianca doesn't speak Spanish.
No, but
even though she's Latina,
yeah,
too.
she's like, I don't know what she is. I just call her Mexican.
She called her
because-
dirty whore.
Yeah.
What's a puta sucia?
From
It's dirty
Venezuela
whore.
or-
I call her puta sucia, but she thinks she's pretty lady because that's what I said to her.
She doesn't keep her trees up as long as you.
I bet, right? I bet she doesn't have a tree because she's the Grinch. She's a motherfucking Grinch.
Who'd you get close to during the season?
But mira, I think Gia because we spoke a lot, like,
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But
Gia Gunn speaks Spanish?
yeah.
But
It's-
she's Japanese.
She's Japanese and like some other shit, but yeah, that's so surprising because she grew up in Chicago and like all her friends are like Mexican or like are in the drag and they speak Spanish.
Well,
so.
a lot of those Japanese families, like, they get the kids to learn everything.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that Gia Gunn has a lot of skills and talents that we never got to see on the show.
Yeah, she's aired
Whoa,
Motorola.
I guess, yes, yeah.
So you and Gia Gunn, and so do
And
you
I
feel
also
like,
love Ben though.
And Ben de la Creme.
Yeah, 'cause he's the nicest. He's like the sweetest in person and like so cool, I guess. And Adore as well. He's pretty cool.
Who are the mean, crazy queens?
I wouldn't dare talk to Bianca because that bitch is with me.
Did she say, like, because it feels like she's obviously the one that's set up to win it.
Yeah.
And she's the horse to bet against. But I can't imagine that all her jokes came out funny. I'm sure she said some things that were just mean as sin and they never made it on.
I mean, I think that's her jig. You know, she's been doing it for so long. So I mean, she's pretty trained by now.
Oh yeah.
But
Because she was
she knows
helping
what
the
she can
queens
get away
to get
with.
yeah,
ready.
definitely. She does have a nicer side and a softer side. And after like taping or whatever, like she was nice to me. I mean, because I didn't come for her. I mean, I wouldn't because you know she has a face to like you know.
But you're nice to everybody. You're nice to everybody, though, right?
I guess. Yeah. I think I would.
She paints mean, kind of. With
Yeah.
that face. The
Yeah.
face is intimidating.
She has her eyebrows are like permanently crossed.
I don't
down.
know. Those are like Carmen eyebrows from South Park. He's always like pissed, you know, like
That's my authority.
and she's the one who kills Kenny every time.
Every single time.
What was the hardest
coming back.
challenge for you, like the skill set wise, or to do on the show for you?
I think the hardest challenge was like, I think singing, I guess, because
But you're Puerto Rican.
I guess,
you sing
right?
all the time.
Yeah, but I don't know why. It was kind of hard. I don't know.
Well, that was more of a musical. And,
I guess, but I don't know what happened.
If they had a parranda challenge, you
Bitch,
would have
I
taken.
would slay it. I would just dance parranda like a jibarita. Fuck yeah.
Do you know any actual like parrandas that you could sing to us right now, or
But
like yo conozco una muchacha que es tan bonita, or something like
Was
that?
that-
well, I know
Because you
La
can
Bomba.
improvise, and then you throw something, and then somebody responds, and you go whippa.
What does
That's
that
La
mean?
Bomba. I
La
guess.
bomba,
La
yes.
Bomba.
Do you know how to do that? Because you're from the mountains.
I am from the
Yeah.
mountains, pero it's been a
but you're
lot.
from the Banco Popular, so you
The
never
bitch,
did
no,
anything
I am
dirty.
not. Like we used to like fry the pork and like kill it and kill the chickens and everything, all that shenanigans. Pero yeah, I know La Bomba, but I just it's been a while since I've done a parranda though, you know.
We'll gotta get together next Christmas. And
I know,
do it.
bitch. Yes,
Yes.
And make
What are-
coquito. Have you tried coquito?
course.
Yes,
Ah.
coquito. That's good.
What are the lyrics? It's like, I love Christmas. I keep my tree up all year round.
Yes, bitch.
I just want to
I'm
say.
gonna sing this song until you give me something to eat.
Yes.
Was there a challenge that you were looking forward to doing that you didn't get to do because you got eliminated?
But mira,
pretty early?
I was really, really, really looking forward to do the snatch game because
Yes.
I was like really well prepared for that. I was gonna be the Kim Kardashian and the Met Gala. Like I was gonna give birth to the baby and like promote all my sticking shit, you know, and just be cool.
You could have done it better, Kim Kardashian
For
than
sure.
Gia Gunn.
Yeah,
Gia Gunn.
because I prepared.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because I would have prepared, you know, like she just did Kim because I don't know, she didn't know what to do with
Well, she's
Selena.
putting makeup
That's-
on and she didn't know which
Yeah,
character she was
yeah.
doing.
And that's the challenge she got sent home on, right?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because it really, it
Yes,
just
because she
fell
originally
flat.
was going to go do Selena.
So you became friends with Gia Gunn, but we were here in Chicago watching her on RuPaul's Drag Race in the bar, and people like when she would come on would like boo, and when she got kicked off, they were just like they applauded. And I know that she kind of can come off like she says some mean things, but it was like to me it was entertaining, and she made the show so enjoyable. She was like this crazy talking head.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I don't know. I think just people need to have fun with that, you know, and just don't take Gia so seriously because you can't take her seriously. I mean, look at her.
Yeah.
But no, but she's just funny, and she probably like reads you down, whatever. But you know, you snap it right back and whatever. Like, it's just fun, and I think she make great TV. I mean, come on, those lines, absolutely. How is she though?
Absolutely. How did she come up with that one?
I know, right?
I don't like cheap queens, I don't like messy queens, and I don't like manly queens. That's my favorite.
Oh,
All a
Jocelyn.
bunch of dudes, I guess.
Even when she exited, yeah.
We have some great questions from our listeners on our website, feastoffun.com. Remember,
Are we
kids,
live?
We're not live. We
Okay.
asked them ahead of time.
Okay,
And the
that's
best
cute.
questions get read on the show, so kids, don't fuck it up.
Okay, I guess I'm nervous.
This one's from Nelson Martinez.
Nelson Martinez.
During your time on Drag Race, you put a lot of effort you could have put into the... You put in all the effort you could have put into the challenges, but you got eliminated. Do you think there's something stopping Puerto Rican queens from snatching the title?
But I don't know. I was depressed for the longest time because, you know, everybody was rooting for me back home because, you know, everybody thought that English was, you know, a great barrier to, like, you know...
winning it.
Yeah, to winning it. So I'm like, well, I know English. I know, like, pop culture and stuff like that. And I know who Diana Ross is. You know?
Lanisha Sparks.
But
You know your history.
yes. But no, I just think I don't know. Puerto Rican hasn't like won it, but I'm gonna win All Stars, so that's I'm gonna be the first Puerto Rican to win that. So that's
Just don't tell the judges to Google it.
I won't.
I thought when Nina Flowers did La Lupe, that was such a big mistake.
It was because I don't know what she did La Lupe, because she does La Lupe a lot though in Puerto Rico.
Well,
Maybe that's it. Plus, she's with Tammy Brown. She's like, well, Tammy's weird, so I should just do something that's out there.
I know, right?
But part of it is, I think, that when you get on that show, you have to get out of your comfort zone, right?
It is. I mean,
try things.
But you know what? You still need to like be in your zone. That's why I commend so much Ben and Bianca, because even though their looks were like more or less the same, but they know who they are, and it's more or less the same lines as, they're getting out of their comfort zone for some challenges, but they know who they are. But and the show's all about that, and just, breaking new things and like exposing yourself to new experiences, I guess.
Has it changed you as a performer?
Definitely. I mean, I'm really, really coming from art school. Art school like changed my mind. It fucked me up, and I became
Art school fucked you up.
in the best way, I guess. But because
Made you twisted.
Yeah. Because I just criticize everything, even about myself. So I'm always like questioning myself and like trying to get better at things and like trying to like pinpoint things here and there. Like, it just makes you so, I don't know, restless, I guess. But
it makes you hungry.
It does.
Anja wants to know, if you could choose any Puerto Rican queen to pair up with for All Stars, who would you choose?
Puerto Rican queen, yes.
Yeah.
I would definitely choose Nina Flowers. I mean, who you can't go
She doesn't
better.
have a good track record on All Stars.
Whatever, the bitch is flawless.
Now, were you around for the she-male, female challenge? Were you still on the show at that point in time?
Yeah, I was.
And so, what did you think about that? Because there's been quite a bit of controversy over that challenge, and they, Logo eventually pulled that challenge, that episode, with it in there, and changed the "You've Got She-Male" to just like, "Ooh, girl."
Well, I think it's a drag show. I mean, it's meant to be fun and like make fun of everything. I mean, we are men dressed as girls. It can't get any more crazier than that. And I think people should just, it's a goofball. Like, it's a campy show and everything makes fun of. So I think everybody should just relax and just have a ball with it. We're not insulting anybody. It's just, being a pun.
It's
I
nothing
guess.
intentional.
It's not intentional. So I don't know. I just.
Were you surprised by the by the reaction?
I mean, I was. I'm like, it's not even that big of a deal. I mean, it's been on for like 6 seasons, and now you pay attention to it.
Well, people have been complaining about it, but nobody's heard it. And then I think it was just because they had that she-male challenge that people were just like, all right, this is it. And so because of that, that's why the "You've Got She-Male" was also pulled too.
I feel bad now, but no. I just, the whole show is funny,
How are they gonna get their mail?
I know, right? Then they don't.
There's a different. I think there's a different emphasis or understanding of transgender politics and identity and drag in Puerto Rico than there is in the United States.
There is. And
what do you see as the major big difference there?
Actually, I came about this because I'm in this documentary Mala Mala, which is it premiered 2 weeks ago in Tribeca Film Festival, and it explains this whole situation, because in Puerto Rico we use the term transformista. As
in English that means
drag queen.
But
I
it
thought you
means
said Draga.
literally translates to transformer.
Yeah, transformer. Yeah. So and we have that prefix trans, and we consider drag queens part of the trans community in Puerto Rico. And over here in the States, nobody considers drag queens a part of that community.
I think it used to be more that, but I think a lot of transgender women are just angry and understandably so, that they don't want to be like, I'm not a performer.
Right.
I'm not a cross-dresser. This is really, I'm a woman who was born and assigned a different gender at birth, and please respect what I want to be called.
But that's more about getting people educated and being properly informed, because we all are part of the same community. So, you just need to get really, things established well, because there's like people like transgender people who do shows and are drag queens. There are just drag queens who are boys dressed as girls, and there's like transgender people who just live their lives as they have it in their minds, and there are people who just are binary and don't want to identify with a gender and just stick to like being something in between.
Carmen Carrera, she's a famous Puerto Rican transgender woman.
Well, she's not Puerto Rican.
Jersey Rican.
Jersey Rican.
Jersey Rican.
Well, that's a question, too, that I get asked a lot is what is a Puerto Rican person and what is not? Because from people like you and me, we come here to the United States and we're like, there are people like, Boriqua, Huepa! And you're like, I don't know anything what you're talking about.
Well, you know what? I think I've traveled a lot, and I think lots of people that haven't lived in the island are really, really proud of their Puerto Rican heritage and like are the most Boricua, like whatever, 100% Boricua, whatever. But they don't even know Spanish, and it surprises them. And like, yeah, it's your heritage, but I don't know, it's kind of fake. I don't want to be called.
The thing about it is, like, people ask me, it's like, do you go to the Puerto Rican gay pride celebrations here? And we went there and it was like, I didn't know anybody there.
The music was way too loud. It was super ghetto.
But then it's Puerto Rico.
Yeah. And me and my sister marched in the first Puerto Rican gay pride parade in 1992. Several years after you were born.
Yeah,
I was in second grade.
and it was like a big deal. And it was like the sense of community that I got marching in Condado for the first gay pride parade is such a different night and day difference than what we have here in Chicago.
Yeah, because now it's become like a huge festivity and whatnot. And that's fine. And we still have the Puerto Rican gay parade in Puerto Rico, but it's changed throughout the years into just having a ball and just having fun. But yeah, in the beginning, like you said, it was more about having the rights and being like, really brave to walk that. And it's just become tradition. It's just become something fun that we do.
Have you seen Carmen Carrera's ad for the Life Ball in Vienna?
Yeah.
It was done by La Chapelle.
Yeah.
And it was like they have two versions.
Yes.
One where she has no penis and the other one where she has a penis.
Her she-cock.
And so I'm just like, okay, you didn't want to talk about it with Katie Couric, but here you are showing the world. But I guess that's her choice to do it. So it's her
definitely. I mean, I commend that. Everybody has their own reason and their own, will to do whatever they want. And I really commend that. Like, when I saw the picture, I was like in awe of it.
I forgot to look very closely. Does she have testicles in that photo? Is it still
I didn't
Well,
see
I think
it.
you would keep, if you have part of your junk, you're going to have the rest of it, right?
No, I know a lot of girls get their balls taken off.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because their balls are what
You
produces
just want her to
testosterone.
teabag you, don't you?
So she had it's called a bilateral orchiectomy, folks.
Oh.
There are a lot of, you're not the only famous drag queen to go to high school at Commonwealth High School in Puerto Rico.
Really? Who is?
Lola von Miramar, the creation of Larry LaFontaine, who does the cooking videos with us.
Larry
Also,
LaFontaine, I know of him.
You know Larry.
Well, a Facebook.
Everybody knows Larry LaFontaine.
Everybody knows Larry.
He
studies Puerto Rican drag queens.
He's like probably the world's most knowledgeable expert on Puerto Rican drag queens. And he wants to know, what's the drag scene like in Puerto Rico now, as opposed to when you first got it started?
But you know what? I think drag in itself has created a build-up because of the show, RuPaul, and everybody wants to do drag, and I don't have a problem with that. But I think everybody should if they want. But in Puerto Rico, it's become more like a mechanical system because there's a person who does your makeup, there's a person who does your hair, there's a person who does your outfit, who choreographs your movement, and whatever. And it's so mechanical, like it's been lost, that passion, that like uniqueness each one of us has. And for me, it was like,
so it's homogenized the drag scene because there's an industry underneath it.
Yeah, and like all the other drag queens, like the older ones, the more seasoned ones, don't have jobs anymore because these drag queens will just do that for free and don't care, just want to be in drag. And I remember, like, to be in a show, I had to compete, you know? Like, I couldn't just, like, hey, I'm here, I just want to do a show. It didn't work like that. And nowadays it does, which is kind of sad. And it, you know, because quality has diminished. I mean, we still have the fiercest drag queens ever.
Don't you just sound like one of those old people like, it used to be great and now
I
it's-"
know, right? I'm sounding like that, but no, like it wasn't that long ago. But
Where's my teeth?
I know, right?
They're called flippers.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god.
Well, we'll ask Trinity about that.
Oh my god. She doesn't wear them anymore.
Oh.
You
She
have a
should,
dental program. You have the best teeth of one of the drag queens we've had.
Because
I thought you were going to say dental dam.
Oh, dental.
Dentures. I had when I was a boy, I had I am a boy, but when I was a little boy, I had the worst teeth ever. Two of my teeth are fake.
You got braces when you were a kid?
Yeah, I
and
had
stuff?
braces because I didn't have them as baby teeth or not even adult teeth. So I needed to put them in it, and I had the biggest gap ever. I could fit 3/4 into them.
Did you try?
I did.
Oh, I did.
I would just walk around with 3/4 in my head.
With 75 cents between
Yes.
your teeth.
On our website, Nelson Martinez asks April, when the audience can feel the energy and the meaning behind the words, that is when a lip sync moves me. One of my favorite lip syncs this season of Drag Race was the one between yourself and Trinity K. Bonet. What was going on through your mind as you were lip syncing for your life?
Oh my god. You kind of sort of feel that when you're gonna be up against lip singing, you know, and that point I was like, damn, this is, I think it was Chaka Khan, right? Mm-hmm. And it was every woman, and I'm a white Puerto Rican kid, you know, and then I'm next to Trinity, who's, you know, super glamorous black African American, you know, drag queen singing this big Chaka Khan. I'm like, I need to lure everything into me, bring all the saints, go all gospel into it. I really, really was driven just to stay and just sing the hell out of it. I wasn't focusing on dancing or moving because I couldn't, because I had a dress and it was horrible to move in. But I just felt that there, just the energy and just striving to survive.
Was Laganja as annoying as she was made out to be on the season? Was anybody defending her? Because it seems like later on we hear Jinx Monsoon saying, it's like, hey, some people do speak a little unusual or weird.
Yes, mama.
Because she is a really strong performer. You got to give her that. Mm-hmm. And I feel like she was... Well,
April's like she's wincing right now. What's going through your mind, April?
Well, the thing is, I think everybody... puts a persona up when they're in drag, I guess. It's just automatic, I guess. But Ben de la Creme is instantly, when he is all made up, he's this whole character. So is Bianca, so is everybody.
And he's on. But it's not annoying.
Why was she so annoying, you think?
Because she was always so loud and always I don't know, it screamed for attention, I think. And it was so over the top always. I mean, we are drag queens and we want to call attention and shit like that. But it's, calm it down, bitch. Let's just get real.
Well, I think it was what Jocelyn said when they were in the Huck Lounge. She said to Laganja, she thinks that she kind of commands attention and then demands attention. Yeah. So it's that combo of back and forth.
It's too much. It was
or she doesn't command attention, she demands attention.
Now, in seasons past, some of the girls, when they were up for elimination, that morning before they even did the runway, they underneath their door was a checkout thing from the hotel saying your checkout date is this and like that, and they gave them a bill. Mimi on First said she got one on that day, and she said other people would get them. Did anything like that happen this year when people were up for elimination? Did anybody get a bill slipped underneath their
really
their hotel door?
Not that I know of. No, not
because Mimi said as soon as she got that, she's like, I'm going home today, so I'm going to pick up that bitch and toss her around.
Let's talk about Puerto Rican drag icons and inspirations. Who inspires you the most?
I think for me, I'm in the younger generations. For me, Nina Flowers is really an icon for me because she's...
Oh, just loca.
Yes.
That's all she says to anybody.
Yes.
Oh, just loca. I was like,
Loca,
oh,
loca, please. Loca.
Mira. You're like, oh, I'm so glad to meet you, Nina Flowers. And she goes, oh, just loca.
Loca, sí.
I was like, what are you doing after the show? Oh, just loca. Are you performing tonight? Oh, just loca.
What does that mean?
Oh, yes, crazy girl.
Oh, yes, loca.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, she's for me a pioneer because she stands for what I believe in, and not being able to like convey like being a woman, being something, just being free. You know, she's just being free. She's just being who she is, and she does it flawlessly. I mean, she looks amazing, and for me, she's truly an icon. I mean, there's like Mami Rudy. She's an icon as well. She's a really local, like behind like an old drag queen. Isabel Pantoja, which is, you know, famously...
Antonio Pantojas.
Exactly.
But what was his drag name?
Isabel Pantoja, I think.
Isabel Pantojas? No, but Pantojas, she got dressed up.
No, it was Pantojas alone.
Pantojas, yes.
Yeah.
It was like Madonna.
I'm sorry for that.
Now, Pantojas was well known back in the 80s and early 90s for doing stage shows, La Cage, Vampire Lesbians of Sodom in Spanish.
But the thing is...
And he moved to New York City and retired as a drag queen, but he still works in theater.
But the thing is that he used to... The drag queens of Puerto Rico now is just like one number and that's it, you know. But he used to do like a variety of like, you know, just a full, you know, show.
Oh, I used to see him perform at Crash. It was one of the funnier or just as funny as Lady Bunny or Bianca Del Rio. Just super
But in
sharp,
Spanish?
funny. In Spanish,
Yeah.
Completamente en español.
Yes.
Charitín Goico, who
Yes.
you really kind of are. She was a blonde bombshell. She's still alive. She's considered the Brigitte Nielsen of San Juan. For a while, she had that mohawk, and she's a Dominicana, and she kind of like compared. She's also compared to Cher a lot too.
To share, yeah, definitely, yeah.
And Iris Chacon.
Iris Chacon, it's amazing. She's a amazing Puerto Rican.
Porque de
bombshell.
culant, yo sí sé.
Yes, de culant, yo sí sé. Yes.
The Bomba de Puerto Rico, known for her voluptuous ass. She would shake it on David Letterman. In the late 80s, he described her as the Dolly Parton and Lonnie Anderson of Puerto Rico.
Yes, she's amazing.
She's still alive.
She's still alive. She's a legend. She's still a legend. She sometimes performs, but she's amazing. She's an amazing performer.
What kind of other pop stars like inspire your drag? Walter Mercado. Sobre todo, mucho amor.
Yes. But no, mira, I think I get a lot of inspiration from like artists and just being, I don't know, just
like what artists?
I think Bjork. I'm really into Bjork and like.
You're gonna wear a swan.
So you're gonna attack a Chinese reporter sometime soon?
No,
She's
indeed,
like bonkers.
But you know what?
Ella, so I mean, we're talking about locas. She is loca.
Yeah, I mean that's what I love of her. You know, she's a
But
loca.
you're so sweet and so approachable, and she's so like she can go bipolar and snap your head off.
But
in a
that's
second.
about, I don't know, I just love her because she's like that, and I think most artists are like that. Like they're cray, you know, and they're not so like approachable, I guess, but they're geniuses. I don't know, I love her. I live for that. And she does live in Puerto Rico. She has a house over there.
Oh, cool.
Get out of here, really?
She recorded her 7th album or like 8th album, I don't know, in Puerto Rico and Rincon, I think.
Girl, really?
Yeah.
Because Ricky Martin has a house in Dorado.
Dorado, yeah.
And what other celebrities live in Puerto Rico now? I know Gloria Estefan had a house, but she sold it.
Lance Bass has one of the directors from Mala Mala from the movie I told you.
Yeah.
Has a beach house, and next to it he lives Lance Bass.
Tell us about Mala Mala, because you've mentioned this a couple of times. What is this?
Well, it's a project I worked for 3 years, and it's a documentary exposing 9 subjects around Puerto Rico and just giving you different interpretations of what trans is. You know, we have transgender, we have sex workers, we have a girl who doesn't want to be categorized. She is transgender, like wanting to become a man, but she's still in that phase. Just so many magical subjects, and everybody has a definition of gender for itself, and it's you see their private lives, and they actually caught me from auditioning the first year I auditioned, which was season 5, and then actually packing my shit to leave and tape the show.
How did you like edit and shoot the video? Did they help you with that, or did you do it on your own?
No. I did it on my own, and it was
iMovie on the Mac. Or
no, bitch, I'm not
Windows
ghetto.
Media.
No.
What'd you do it? How'd you do it?
Well, so I'm from art school, so I mean,
so you used the art school editing suite.
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
no, I have my computer and everything. I have Final Cut and everything, so I did that in there, and it was me and my boyfriend. My boyfriend studies he graduated from cinematography, so we did an awesome video. We taped it in Old San Juan. We taped it I took. The first year I auditioned, they didn't take me, thank God. And then the second year, I decided just to work on it throughout the whole year and really work my ass off and have some amazing footage to put in that video. And we did, and it came out really awesome.
Now, is it all in Spanish?
No.
The documentary?
The documentary is in
Bad Girl,
Spanish
Bad
and
Girl.
English, and it has subtitles.
Okay.
It's so cool.
One thing that I would love to see a Puerto Rican fierce drag performer like you, or any of them, is to bring a little, merengue, salsa, a little Puerto Rican flavor into their music.
Definitely. I perform...
But I mean, to release original music.
Oh, okay.
That's, showcasing the style and sensibility of the island.
Well, I think that'd be cute, but it's it sounds better in your mind, because I don't think many people are into that anymore. I mean,
Listen, Gloria Estefan had a hit with Wepa. Come on, baby,
but that's Brazilian.
Wepa,
That's a
wepa.
fusion. That's a fusion. That's not
That's not authentic.
and
But it's it's kind of like modern country, or it's a blending of styles.
yeah. But it's cute.
Well, Gloria Estefan doesn't attack people at the airport either. Like Bjork.
April Carrión, the time has come for us to end this podcast.
I give puñeta, it sucks.
But I want to wish you lots of luck and love. You're absolutely delightful. I want to give you mucho cariño, pero sobre todo mucho amor.
Yes, qué rico.
That's Walter Mercado.
Yes.
I wish I knew what you guys were saying.
Oh, it translated is that I want to give you lots of hugs and kisses, but
Aw.
over everything, lots and lots of love.
Yes.
And we want to thank you so much for coming on the show. People can follow you on Twitter,
Twitter,
April?
Instagram, Facebook, just everything on YouTube. You can just follow me on April Carrión and you'll find everything. And I'll be uploading lots of fun videos, and it'll be cool.
And you can get some April Carrión merchandise on your website.
On my website, yeah.
And remember, folks, that Feast of Fun is made possible because of financial support of fabulous, generous listeners like you. We have lots of fierce, hunty, fabulous t-shirts.
Hunty.
Girlfriend.
Yes, get it to
Yeah.
Get those at
Reading
feastoffun.com.
is fundamental.
Yes,
You can get those at
hunty.
feastoffun.com/store. And I want to remind people, too, the best way to support the show is to become a Plus member. If you're not a Plus member yet, you can do that at feastoffun.com/plus. And we have a challenge. We're coming up on our 2000th show. We've been podcasting for over 9 years now. And so we want to...
puñeta.
Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that crazy?
Before you were born.
I know, right?
So, we have a challenge for the listeners out there, or people, if you like the show, make a donation. We're trying to raise $2,000 by our 2000th show. And so far, we've raised about $400 some. So we're almost there.
What year, where were you in 2005?
2005, I was in 9th grade.
In high school. Do you remember Miss Puerto Rico Universe contest?
2005?
Uh-huh. Because they were one of the earliest podcasts
Oh, really?
next to us. And so it was really interesting, hearing them doing interviews with Miss Ay Bonito, Miss Utuado, Miss Cabo Rojo.
But no,
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that.
But so
Like I said, I wasn't, I'm not into so much
But you were in high
podcasts.
school in 2005. Well, that's when we started podcasting. And now a lot of people grew up listening to this show and are now turning into these extraordinary, wonderful people like April Carrión. But you didn't listen to us, and you'd never heard of us until now.
She just discovered us. She said, all right, I'll come over to your house.
I know, right? Yeah, no, well, it was cool. It was cool. It was so much more than I expected because, I mean, we make quesitos. Who does quesitos in an interview? You know, that's fucking awesome.
And you can watch that at youtube.com/Feast of Fun and just search quesitos if you can spell it.
Yes.
Yummy.
April Carrión, we love you, girlfriend.
I thank you so much for having me.
Gracias,
Been a
mama.
pleasure.
Yes, till next time.
Adios.
Bye, papi.
Sashay away.
No, I'm not gonna sashay away.
That was so much fun.